real, I'll be speaking specially to you who is self-employed, or if you may, you who is in the informal sector. I want you to picture the harsh and tough reality of retiring to nothing, having nothing to show for decades of work. Can you see how hard life will turn out to be? Yes? So my goal today will be to try and not only convince you, but also show you how you can go about saving for your retirement, securing a better future, a bright future, not just for you, but your family. So let's take a quick look at some facts and figures just to ensure that you understand why experts and I are totally worried about your tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, when you'll be frail, too frail to work, and yet your family will be dependent on you. Now, here on the screen, according to the facts and figures that you're getting, is that a majority of Ugandans who are in the informal sector are not involved in any kind of saving, and that's a fact that we need to change. Now, let's go to fact number 2. Still worrying right there. Now, fact number 2, and we'll be getting it on our screen, is that roughly about currently 2.4 million Ugandans saved through the National Social Security Fund, Public Service Pension Scheme, Supplementary Voluntary Occupational Skills, and we also have supplementary voluntary individual schemes. These are the avenues that this 2.4 million Ugandans are currently taking advantage of. We are 4 million, roughly 4 million Ugandans in this particular country, and so these facts and figures are totally worrying. Now, the other fact and figure, let's move to the other slide. The other fact and figure is that this means that by 2050, the aging workforce will comprise mostly of self-employed and informal sector laborers to whom retirement benefits and security provisions are unavailable. Now, the consequences thereof is there is a point to a population who will be, number one, forced to work way past the retirement age for survival. The other consequence is the sole dependence on these family members and others for their basic needs. Now, of course, no one wants to be working by the time they're 70, 80. That's the time that you need to be enjoying your saved money from when you were young. So my people, of course, we cannot afford to gamble. We cannot afford not to live, a life of not saving. And so most of you are telling me, but Malawi in the informal sector, the options that are there are for them that are employed in the formal sector. What can we possibly do? And so right here on Business Updates will give you the solutions, and you're joined by Mr. Newton Buteraba. He is the CEO of a very important firm right here in the country, House of Wealth, helping entrepreneurs and you to actually make the best of your coin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mala.
So we're looking at informal sector saving for retirement options.
Yes.
Majority know of NSSF, and they say that that's not for me. I don't fit into that. And of course, these other provisional schemes that people are looking into. But just quick solutions for us. Yeah. What avenues are there for them that are in the informal sector with regards to them getting in and saving for their retirement?
Thank you for this opportunity. First of all, the very first thing the people who are in the informal sector have to recognize is they could do group savings or group investments. If they can't do group savings or group investments, then they have to do individual savings or individual investments.
Right.
There is no option about that. And when you've been reading about the statistics, you've realized we have a very high dependency ratio. Mm-hmm. Very few Ugandans access the money. In fact, we only have like 1.1 million Ugandans who are somehow employed to access money. The 1.1 million Ugandans are supporting 39 million Ugandans. So it's going to be so tough to actually even save. But let me borrow leaves from the Bible. The wisest man we know is called Solomon.
Right.
And in Proverbs 6 and also Proverbs 30:25, he's saying, look at the ant. It's weak, it has no leader, but it saves food for the winter. Mm-hmm. Now, what that means, in fact, Solomon, we consider him the wisest, but for him, he considers the ant to be the wisest. Now, the key issue is Ugandans have to know to save is a wise thing.
But how then do we go about saving? Someone will tell me, Mala, I just earn 10K, for example, in a month. What percentage of that should we be saving? Is there a principle to it?
Exactly. Usually the minimum is 10%.
10%.
10% of what you earn should actually just be saved. There is something I want to make a highlight here. Saving is so different from the amount you earn. They are not connected. So even if you earn 10,000, there is an amount to it which you can save. Even if you earn 10 million, there is a portion of it you can save.
Okay.
It just has to be a habit.
So you can go the individual route.
Exactly.
You can go a group route.
You can go a group route.
Let's look at the group dynamics, because I know that's where you get to, see the returns quite fast.
True.
So what are the dynamics in the group savings scheme?
The dynamics are really simple. You just need to come up with a group of people you've known for a long time, because you want it actually to be working at the end of the day. But even if before you even go into having a group of people, you need to have a goal. You need to agree with the members that we are going to save for retirement.
All right.
If you do not have the goal to save for retirement, then you will eat that money.
And of course, it's not just putting it in a bank account for it to sit there.
Exactly.
You could invest it somewhere for it to grow. Let's look at option number 2 that we have, informal sector saving for retirement.
Now, when you look at, there is the Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority. It has come up to actually help the people in the informal sector, and the way they are doing it is they have people like Casita who have been given a chance to get money from the informal sector. That money is sent, you send via mobile money, and it goes to Housing Finance Bank, which happens to be the custodian. Then that money is sent to African Alliance, which is to do the investment on behalf of the people. So the key issue is people can actually go there to URBRA and inquire about all the people who have been given a license to run a pension and savings scheme for the informal sector.
All right. Option number 3.
Option number 3. When I talked about the individual, I was trying to categorize it. If you do it individually, then you will save or invest. If you do it in a group, you also have to save as a group or invest as a group. But the key issue is the goal and the decision, because very many people are in the informal sector, like you've seen, but then they do not think about investment. And investment, like a wise man said in a quote, it's only after you climb the mountain that you will enjoy the view. So whether you like it or not, we have to retire, whether you like it or not. And look at it this way: if you saved 5,000 a day, in 10 years it's 20 million.
500 a day.
In 10 years it will be like 2 million. You get the idea. So the key issue is we are here, and these days people are living longer. The life expectancy of Uganda is no longer like 35. Now we've moved ahead. So we need to be deliberate about it. It actually, thanks for that word. It's a deliberate effort.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Newton Buteraba, the CEO of House of Wealth right here in the country. You now have options. Even if you're in the informal sector, you could save up for your retirement. And it's not just about opening a bank account and putting your monies to sit. You can actually look for investment options as well to grow your money and enjoy. He said, you cannot enjoy the view unless you climb the mountain. So let's climb the mountain slowly by slowly and get there. That's it for business updates. I'm sure that you've learned quite a bit. Of course, tomorrow we come with yet interesting topics, and the drill is still the same. The number will be on the screen: 0750-933-088. Send in your business questions, and right here we'll give you solutions just for those. That's it for business updates. We're taking a short bumper, but we'll be back with the crew. Thank you so much. So like I said, 0750-933-088. Have you crammed the number yet? We are giving you free consultancy, guys, for your business challenges, and we'll give you solutions right here. So I'm sure you've learned quite a bit. Start saving up. Rita, are you saving for your retirement?
Well, I've just discovered that it's never too early for you to start saving.